shoot, I mean, like, yeah, I did my thing. And yes, I went to go vote. Real though, man. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna stop voting. I'm not gonna stop doing that. Nope. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm going to see Scream 7. At least I think I am because I hope it's still in theaters. Real though. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, so this, like, man actually, like, shot this dude over an argument. And he was wanted on 3 counts. And the cops not doing none. They didn't even take this man in whatsoever. Randall, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, it's crazy. Randall, another dude, like, was up there, like, harassing this lady, like, at her ice cream truck. And up there trying to lie and say she was selling drugs and stuff like that. Like, that's crazy. Now, that was some crazy stuff. For real though. And they, like, actually try to, like, keep holding this man. Keeping him in jail. This dude been in jail for like 40 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? The crime that he did was like, like, shoot, officer. But he did that when he was 17. For real though. They don't want to, like, let him out whatsoever. I'm like, okay. Alright. For real though. He didn't, and the dude didn't even die from the, like, gunshot. For real though. I mean, like, dude, he was a paraplegic. He was a paraplegic. He, like, got paralyzed from that. For real though. I mean, like, dude, and then they try to, like, keep on holding his man. Like, for real though. But what? Like, for real. Because, like, he said he, like, you know what I'm saying? He admitted on, like, doing that stuff when he was, like, 17 or whatnot. For real though. But now he, like, you know what I'm saying? He, like, actually, like, admit to his actions or whatnot. For real though. Because, like, yeah, and he built it, like, bad for it or whatnot. For real though. I'm like, shoot, it's just like, bro, out. For real though, because he didn't even kill the dude. He didn't even kill him. For real though. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, like, what's going on in that department or nothing like that, because, like, I don't know. And, like, this dude's family up there saying, like, oh, you should not be legal because of this and that and that and that and this and that. I'm like, oh my goodness, bro. Like, really, like, bro didn't even kill the man. Brody didn't even kill him. For real though, I'm like, dang, and it's been over 40 years. Like, this man 56 years old. Like, for real though. I'm like, dang. Like, that's crazy. It's crazy as ever, but I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do. For real though. They might, like, give him parole or whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, just like I said, the cricket, the system is cricket. It's cricket as ever. For real though. I'm telling you. Well, because, like, that's like, nah. It's just, like, baloney. Just bullshit. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm doing there just, like, thinking or something like that. For real though. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm just up there, like, just chilling or whatever. Just, like, doing my thing. And, like, when I, like, actually went out to vote today, there's no ICE agents in sight. No ICE agents in sight. Really? I'm like, okay. So, but in November, might see tons of them. Real though. Like, shoot. Okay. Real though, but anyway, I might, or I might not. Real though. Anyway, so, yeah, it's just like, my thing. Keep on doing my thing or whatever. That's just like, see what's up. Anyway, these like, cops went in this dude's apartment with blinks drawn. Real though. And this dude wasn't even doing none. He was just making clothes. He was a designer. That's about it. He was just he was just designing clothes and having models come and purchase his clothes. That's about it. For real though. Somebody called the police and tried to say that he was selling narcotics or something like that, knowing damn well they didn't have no goddamn evidence whatsoever or whatnot about some bullshit like that. They just wanted to get this man in trouble. That's about it. For real though. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy as ever. For real though. Because they hated on this man's business or whatever. Or whatnot. I mean, that's some crazy stuff. For real though. I mean, yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm they need to stop it. They need to stop it for real. I don't know. Anyway, so, yeah. I mean, it was some crazy stuff. Really crazy. This dude could have, lost his life over them doing that shit. For real though. I mean, yeah, because that was on the pocket. I'm oh my goodness. Dude, they didn't even go up to the man's door and ask him for, about what he sold or anything. They just called the police. And they made up a fucked up ass story. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That is some crazy shit. For real though. I remember, I was asking people what time it was because I was about to graduate from high school, whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted me to do the rehearse and all this stuff because they said if I don't get there and do the rehearsal or whatever, whatnot, they said I won't be able to walk the stage, yada 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 this. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, so I'm asking, these people, you know what I'm saying, what time it was, because I didn't have no, phone or two-way or nothing like that. That was a long time ago. That was when I was 19 years old. For real though. So, anyway, they, actually, just called, I don't know who did this, but somebody called, cop on me or whatever when I. And the cop just wanted to see what I was on or whatever. And I already told him it's I'm about to graduate. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm asking people about the time or whatever. What time it is or whatever. Because I had to be at the school I want. For real. So yeah, I had my book bag with me and all that. So he just I just took my book bag off so I could show him. I told him I kept my gown. For real, he didn't even matter. Mess with me or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I'm talking about that altercation of stuff. You know what I'm saying? For real. Anyway, so yeah, he was like, okay, open it slowly. I'm like, okay, open it. Showed him the cap and gown. I showed him that I wasn't capping. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna even bap about nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? For real though, that really happened. That was a true story. For real though. Anyway, he let me go on by my way. For real though. No altercation, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, so yeah, graduating and all that. Took care of my business. You know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, this was such the point. Now, yeah, so people jump to conclusions. It's crazy as ever. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they don't even know what the fuck they be talking about. For real though. For real though, because and when they do it, when they get the police involved, that mean they playing with people's lives and shit. And they need to stop that shit. For real though, because it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? One of those tragedies that happen or nothing like that. But real, with nobody. You know what I'm saying? For real, because like that's crazy. It's crazy as hell. And you already know they like there's some gun that's in the Porsche. Oh yeah, they trigger happy. See, next time you hear that word, it's go time because they gonna try to like you know what I'm saying, do their thing or whatever. Be like, wow. For no goddamn reason. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell on notifications so you can see my next upload and my next post. And make sure I make another one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like it. So long, farewell, goodbye.